political campaign, to march, to go to a rally. So the first is to show up, to know that beyond your own workplace, beyond your own home, your own neighborhood, there's a world out there that is confronting these difficult issues. And in democracy, it's up to each of us and all of us to help solve the problems of the world. Second, I would say it's about bridge building. It's about reaching out to others. Even the concept of Asian American is bridge building. There are no Asians in Asia. Now, that sounds like a crazy thing to say, but if you travel in Asia, you realize people don't call themselves Asians. They call themselves Chinese or Japanese or Korean, Vietnamese, Filipino, or Indian or Pakistani. And nobody says, I'm an Asian. And there's no love lost among these Asian ethnicities. They've gone to war against one another. There have been issues of imperialism. But then you come here to the United States and everyone says, oh, you all look the same. You sometimes see it as either or. It's about villains and victims. It's about racist wrongdoers and those whom they hurt. Now, of course, there are bigots, hardcore open bigots who commit egregious acts of violence. But my point is, there's so much more than that. Now people are discovering that there is implicit bias. What that means is, even if I want to be good and decent and not discriminate and not prejudice, in the back of my head, I can't help it. None of us can. There are these stereotypes that rattle around that we've picked up from the media, for example, and it affects our behavior. What's most tragic is that these stereotypes affect people who are the subject of the stereotype. What I mean is, when social scientists study this, they find that African Americans also have negative images of black people. So the racial bias that's around us is so pervasive, so corrosive, so powerful that even if consciously we don't want to be biased, and they appear to have been successful in the sense that the sentence that will now be recommended to the judge, who, by the way, also is Asian American, he's Korean American, the DA, the prosecutor, will recommend no prison time for the officer. So it remains to be seen if that will be accepted and what the community feeling will be about that. But there may be a way to look at this case that doesn't just ask, is it either or, but instead asks, how do we move forward from here? How do we bring together? Is it possible? I would like to think and hope it is possible to bring together Asian Americans and African Americans.
Thank you.